Good evening, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Doolan Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car here. 1 litre turbo Civic Smart Plus. This is 127 horsepower. VTEC turbo engine. This car is 127 horsepower, as we were saying. It's a 1 litre engine, up to 50 miles per gallon, and road tax for the year 200 quid. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I like about this particular car, and we're going to have a quick drive, and then we're going to have a look at the interior features on the car as well. And I'm going to try and shorten these videos because they are way too long, and I know they bore the hell out of some of you, so I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. So, starting off. At the front of the car, I really like the way this car is big and aggressive looking. When they're coming up the road, you know it's one of these. The daytime running lights are nice and they're standard when you start the car, but when you turn the headlamps on, they actually, first of all, come on automatically. So along here, they will come on themselves at night time, and also when you meet traffic, they'll dip. Front fog lights are also standard on this particular car. Parking sensors are also standard on the front, and I really think it's cool the way the black and the red complement each other in terms of the front grills at the bottom, the black wheels and the black rear windows we'll see in a little while. I don't care who you are, these have to be one of the most stylish and head-turning cars on the market right now. The wheels in this car are a nice 17-inch diamond cut wheel, and what I mean by diamond cut is it's a nice reflective finish. So at night time, when artificial light is shining on it or when the sun is shining on it, it has a lovely reflective surface. See what I mean about the sun? They look damn cool, and artificial light has the same effect at night time as well. So like we were saying, this is a 1 litre 127 horsepower engine. Some people ask me, is 1 litre enough? Yes, it is. Come down and try it yourself. In terms of acceleration, it's really nice, but let's have a look ourselves. This is a lovely thumpy little engine, so basically when you put your foot down, there's nice acceleration. Let's have a look to see how it goes. So first of all, the car in terms of comfort, we can adjust the steering wheel up and down and also in and out, and then after that the seat I'm in is obviously height adjustable, and I've got lumbar support for my lower back. So let's take off. First gear, second gear, third gear. That is 100 kilometers an hour. Anyway, don't take my word for it, come try it yourself. Other things that I like about these cars when you're driving them, they're quite wide. So when you're actually on a back road like this, it makes you feel really confident because the car, because it's wide and the wheelbase is long, it doesn't feel ever that you're kind of pushing the car hard. It's just well able. So the road holding is very good. And as I was saying, don't take my word for it, come try it yourself. And I'll bring out these roads and you can see what you think. I'm having great crack. I love driving these. They're great fun. And I'm not being hard in the car. The engine makes this kind of satisfying thumpy sound when you put your foot down. Gear change is lovely. There is a lovely gearbox, but Honda always do nice gearboxes anyway. This particular example drives really good. Steering feels good, brakes feel good, gearbox feels good. I'm going to slam on the brakes. We're doing 100 kilometers an hour. And now we're doing 50. So as you can see, I have managed not to make this any shorter than any video because I keep talking, because I keep seeing things in these cars. There's so much stuff in them, that's why I can't stop talking about them. Anyway, as we mosey on to the back of the car, significant stuff I like on these cars is these LED taillights. So when you're behind the car, there's a nice shape at night time. Parking sensors are standard on the car, and if you have this kind of an angle looking down the side, I love looking at them at night time from here because you have the LEDs here. The little side marker up there, which you probably can't see, but if I zoom in, it just marks off the front of the car. I know that sounds weird, but it actually gives it a lovely shape when it's on the road at night. There are 2 spoilers on this car because it channels air off the rear of the car in the most aerodynamic way possible, and they look nice too. And again, as we were saying, black and red is the theme all the way through the car, and I think black and red are really congruent colours. The boot, it is absolutely ginormous in these cars. Ginormous for a really unobvious reason actually, because normally you have a back tray in a car, and this, you don't really cop it until you move this out of the way. There is such a large load space in that car, and it's so easy to pull that across again. But if you've loads of stuff to put in a car, believe me, you can pack a lot of stuff in these cars in the rear. And when you drop the seats, you're basically entering the zone of a light commercial vehicle in terms of size. And of course, just to make things even more useful, there is more storage down low in the boot. Yes, that does mean you don't have a spare wheel, but then again, think about how many times you've had a puncture. There is a puncture repair kit, there's also road assist, and if you really want, you can get a spare wheel anyway. So in terms of the rear of the car, there is tweeters up in the doors. These are brushed aluminium. There's brushed aluminium along through there, down through here. Then you have electrics for rear windows. 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, and you also get an armrest in the centre with drinks holders. And if there is young children in the car, Isofix is over here and Isofix is over there, and kangaroo pocket for storage is in through there. In terms of size, if you're sitting in the back of one of these cars, This is the kind of headroom you're going to have if you're 6 foot, and if you are 6 foot and you sit behind a 6 foot person, you still have loads of legroom in the back, so space is good. Just before we get into the front of the car, one neat trick I want to show you is from the key here, which means we can lock the car, but we can also unlock it. There's nothing unusual about that, but I can drop my windows using the unlock function. And similarly, if I want, using the key, I can lock those windows back up, and I can also retract my wing mirrors on the front. Mirrors in the front, wing mirrors only come in the front. Sometimes I don't really think about what I say, do I? Anyway, let's have a look to see what's in the front of the car. So let's look at it from a point of view kind of setup. When you're looking at the clocks in front of you, this is exactly what you're going to see here. There is a button on the steering wheel which I can use to manipulate information in through here. Average speed, fuel efficiency, how much fuel you've used, navigation, speed sign recognition, and all that kind of stuff. Moving down onto the steering wheel, we have our cruise control along through here with radar guided cruise control and lane keep assist. Over here then we have controls for Bluetooth in down through there. If you want more information on some of the things like radar, cruise control, lane keep assist or anything like that, give me a shout, I'll explain it to you, or I'll send you a video with more details on these features. Over here then, wipers are over through there, which are automated, and lights are over through there, as we spoke about earlier, they are also automated. As I look over here then, I have things like my Honda Connect, which is going to give me all the things I need, such as reverse camera, which also links in with different modes. And I've also got dynamic guidelines. And I've also got parking sensors, front and rear, so when I go back towards something, we can see it starts making noise. And similarly when I go forward. Moving back into the Honda Connect then, we have Garmin navigation in through here. We also have our audio functions over here for radio and USB and anything music related. We have phone in through there, it's all touch and swipe. Settings in through here, and then smartphone connection, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So basically any of the functionality you have on your phone is going to straight onto that screen, and it allows you to use things like Google Maps as well. Again, back into point of view. Climate is in through here, so it's all touch and swipe, and then we've got the hard buttons in here for things like front and rear, demisters and that kind of stuff. Gearbox we saw, which is sweet. Handbrake, brake hold, which stops us rolling backwards on hills. Econ function in through there. Stop start. Over through here, drinks holders, USB connector here, and a little bit awkward where it is, but they are there. There is USB and HDMI, which means you can play video through here. What you'd want to do then in your car, I have no idea. So basically that's a really terrible attempt to try and make a short video, because you know what, there's so much stuff in the cars, I just can't shorten them. They're just too much stuff. Anyway, if you are looking for a nice car that's nice to drive, that's petrol, that's interesting, and it's different than everything else, and it looks nice, and there's a good level of spec, this is a one owner car. It's got a full dealer service history from Honda as well. We will be supplying the car with a warranty until 2021. We can take any part exchange you have, we can organise finance. So if this car is of interest, please do give me a call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits. 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. Hopefully the car is of interest, hopefully the video has been useful. Anything else you want to know, give me a call. Thanks for taking time to watch.